if I can kindly request Professor Zhang to kindly come here at the dais and present us with his work.
So the President Archi from ARC Asia, and also the Chairman of the IAP Rawalpindi, and also the senior architects, and also the architects and the friends. So it's a great honor for me to be here. Thanks for the great pilot exchange program from the President. So I think it is, I just the first guy here to be here. I think in the future there's many architects, professors from different universities in China will come here to cooperate with the different university and deal with the teaching, deal with the research, and also could be with the coupled with the architect of the project. So I can imagine in the future. So today I was invited by the chairman to show some very small project. So the first one I will show the renovation design of our school building. As you know here, this is the Tongji campus, just a part of the corner. It's a corner of the campus, and our school held one in the 50s last century, and all the space composition and all the function and even the details very similar with the Bauhaus team in the south. Why? Because Tongji, the first founder of the Tongji University, is the German doctor. It's created in the 1907. So the first school, the German school, is the medicine school in China. Then our architecture school is very young, start from the 1952. So this is our history. So this building is the first building. Is here. It's a Bauhaus building. It's now the function is mainly for the laboratory for the master students, and also our vice president, Professor Siegfried Wu, he running the smart city, the digital laboratory. And the other part is in this building is the UNESCO training center. So they deal with the education or training the historical protection experts in Asia. So this is the building A, it's the Bauhaus building. The second one, this is the red one. This building is was built in the 80s last century. And this building mainly for we have like the headquarters here, the dean, the vice dean, all in this building. That's the administration part in this building. And also offer the studio spaces for the year 3 and the year 4 bachelor student. And also we have the school library in this building. So this is the building, the red one, the building B. And this building was built in the 2003. It's a new building, 7 stories, and also the underground spaces. So this is also very important for our school. This mandate for the staffs, for the professors, the research studio in these places. And also in this building, there's underground spaces for the exhibition center. For every month, different kind of exhibition, the college level, even the national level of exhibition in these spaces. And also in this building, we have a very famous cafeteria. For architecture school, cafeteria is very important. Even some professor, they didn't meet for 30 years from the States, from the Germany, but they met here in this cafeteria. So this space is very important. And then this one is the building D. Building D is our basic training spaces. So this is mainly for the year 1 and year 2 students. So the ground floor and the second floor, that's mainly for the basic laboratory and arts laboratory. And the third floor and the fourth floor is mainly for the studio, for the year 1 and the year 2 students. And the fifth floor is very important. This is our space for international exchange program. In our school, we have in the undergraduate level and also in the postgraduate level, we have the dual degree. It means, like the undergraduate program, we have the cooperation, this dual degree with the University of New South Wales from Australia. So it means this is a 4-year program. The first 1 year and a half in Tongji, the basic training. Then the coming 2 years, they move to the city to continue the professional training in the studio design. And the last half year, back to Tongji. When they finish the thesis and the graduate design, they can get a 2-degree Bachelor of Engineer in Architecture Study. And the other one, we have the master level, that's the dual degree. We cooperate with like Italy, with Venice, in Milano, with the Polytechnic Milano. And also in Germany with the Bauhaus Weimar and also the TU Berlin. And also in France, that's with the Basel Architect School. And also in Austria with the TU Wien. And also in Sweden, we have the cooperation dual degree with the TU Chalmers. And also in States with Georgia Tech and RPR, and also Hawaii University. So we totally have among the 20 programs for the master level. The student use the 2 year and a half, the student from abroad will stay in Tongji for 1 year, and our student will go abroad for 1 year. Then in the final, after they finish the thesis, they can get a 2 master professional degree. So this is a big amount of the dual degree students. So this D building, the 5th floor, is mainly for them, the studio and for the lecturer and like that. So today, the other one, the 5th one, is in our Urban Planning Institute. The property is belonging to the Urban Planning Design Institute. It's a design company. But they offer the 2 stories for our students to deal with the graduation design, offer the space. So plus together, this 4 building is totally 30,000 square meter. And they offer the 2-story around 2,000 square meters. So our school totally had 32,000 square meters, including the studio space, including the administration spaces, including the laboratory spaces, and also including the exhibition spaces. So for the 3,000 students, these 3,000 students, including the bachelor program student and also the master program student, and also the PhD student. So this is the basic information of the scale of our school. Our school, we have the 3,000 students and 250 faculties. So this is that's basically. So I got this project because this building former times belonging to another college. So our college developed not so fast, but very slowly. And at the same time, we get a lot of the space from the university. So like I already said, this the ABU Boss building is in the 50s. This red building is 80s. And this is 2003, and this one we got is 2010. Originally, this building is belonging to Mechanical College, but they have the new building in the campus at other places. So our dean is very strong to get these spaces for ours. But the topic is how to regenerate this building. Before this building is just a laboratory building. The space is very simple, very functional, and the aisle is in the middle, and the 2 sides is the laboratory room. So how transform these spaces to fit the architecture school to use? How to create spaces for the students? Mainly, like I'm the key user for this building. So I'm the housekeeper for this building. So I know what will be happening in these spaces, what kind of the teaching event will be in these spaces. So I got this project from the president. So, but I did a lot of the case study and also the design. Then finally, our former vice president signed, okay, you can start to this renovation. So this is okay. This is already the secretary already informed about my name and my basic information. Okay. Okay. This is China. This is Shanghai. Here is the Islamabad. So this time it's not so far. It's compare with the States, compare with Europe. I fly from here to Beijing, just 2 hours. And from Beijing to here, just 6 hours. Just 6 hours. So, and tomorrow I will be back from here to Urumqi, 2 hours, and from here to just 4 hours. So I think it seems like not so far away. So I can imagine, start from today, we can do a lot of the cooperation. Yeah. So this is the scale of the space. Okay, smallest. So this is the Yangtze River Delta. It's this area is with the Pudong Airport, Shanghai, and Suzhou, Wuxi, and also like Nanjing. Nanjing is the capital of the province of the Jiangsu province. Nanjing is here, yes. So this is the Yangtze Delta area with the sea, with the river, with the lake. Okay, this is Shanghai, but this comprehensive planning is very early. That's in the almost 20 years ago. But that time showed the master plan of the Shanghai. Here's the downtown, here's the Eastern Sea, and this is the Chongming Island as part of the district of the Shanghai. So Tongji is just located here, almost in the T-junction of the Huangpu River and with the Yangtze River. Okay, this is the center of the Shanghai. It's the People's Square. It's it's a really square, not like the Italiano said that's the Campo. Campo is more smaller. But this is just show the center of the Shanghai, like in Beijing, the Tiananmen. This is the basic background of Shanghai. Okay, this is our campus. This is the main campus. We totally have 4 campuses located in different places in Shanghai. The main campus is located in the northeast of Shanghai, and this is our college. We have the building A, building B, building C, and building D. And the other one is building E, outside the campus belonging to the Urban Planning Institute. So this is, you will see that's in the master plan. Originally, there is the first axis is here. This is in the 30s or 40s last century. Then in the 50s, the new axis starts from here, the main gate with the square and with the library, the public teaching building, and then the axis to here, the big auditorium can hold 4,000 people. So it's a really huge new structure, the concrete one. But by the time the school extended, so in my time in the 80s last century, here, start from here, they are all farmland. So my school times, it's fascinating. In the dormitory, you can view the countryside with the farmland and the farmhouse. But now, all covered with the urban downtown area, so totally changed. But even like our school area, it's like the urban spaces with four school buildings with the this is the pieces of the master plan. Is the building A, building B, building C, building D. Each, like our schools, it shows we didn't like the other campus or the university. Like here, you can't regard this is the most important or this is the most important. 4 buildings are all important because each building has its own function. Like building A is the master students, basic training student, the year 1, year 2 student, year 3 or year 4 student, and the faculties and also the office room. But each building hold the school level, the college level function. Like here, building B is very important. Here is the administration center for the whole school. And here is the big auditorium. The lecture room can hold 300 students at the same times. And also the school library is also located here. And this one, also very important, the UNESCO part is here. And also our vice president, his laboratory is here. And this one, not so important, but I regard this very important because all the freshmen, year 1 students, year 2 students, will first time gathering here. So this is the start of our college. And this is the exhibition center, and also the cafeteria, and also the bookstore of the English. So for me, we couldn't say this is the center, the other one is not center. Each building is the center. And the most centralized is the student. So I will show you this, the original building, that's building D. So this is, I took the picture, it's in the 2007. So this is the original facade. The corridor is in the middle, and the two sides is the laboratory room. So this is the northern side. The main entrance is in the south because during the orientation in Yangtze Delta, facing to the south is the main facade. But why I show this one? Because deal with the teaching event in the public spaces in the school, we totally changed the orientation of this building. So this is the northern side of the facade. So totally, the floor area is around 6,000 square meters. Because each floor is almost the same, because a very functional building built in the 70s. So we started this project. I did several projects to show to the president. The first time, not good, because originally the president wanted to use these spaces as the graduation design. But for the graduation design, studio is totally different with basic training. Because the basic training, the group is big. Almost each group is 25 or 30 students. But for the graduation design studio, very smaller. But normally just the 6 to 10 students with the small group. So the form of the user is different, so the space is also different. Just the 3 months before the start the construction, the president said, okay, we fixed it. This should be the basic training building. So we immediately changed the concept design and deal with the detailed construction design. Then this is the rendering picture that's for before the construction time. So the most important, we totally changed the orientation for this building. We remained the structure and reorganized the spaces. And the main entrance, original entrance is in the south, but deal with the campus spaces, we say square spaces in the north side, so we changed the orientation. The main entrance moved to the north. So there is some the key parts of this preservation, because it's an existing building. We value the existing building, this building. Which information we should remain, which information we can change. So the preservation of this, it's not a historical building, but an existing building. But I think that the principles are the same. So the values, how we should keep the original structure. This is very important. Otherwise, we almost destroyed it to build a new one. Then that's the keep the original facade as the second layer inside, because original that's the concrete, the brick concrete. So this is the first one. That the second one that deal with the space context. Regarding the environment and we organizing the spaces by the event. This event is the education event, mainly for the students, undergraduate student and the master student, and also the PhD students. So we're compensating the function, and the most important, this is a very huge volume. So totally 80 meters long and 15 meters width. So located in these places, this volume is so huge. So the original concept, how to vanish this volume. Otherwise, it's so big, so huge, deal with the context, the environment. So this is the second concept, is compensating the function and vanish the volume in the square, because this square is very important for our school. The third one is the integration. So it means we used the original wall plaster to cover with the isolation. That's because the deal with the new roads. Each building, when you do after the renovation, you should to calculate with this and energy saving like that. And the other one is we add another. The first layer is the metal outer panel is aluminium. This is to enhance the physical. That's the purpose. So, but this is a very, at first when the concept to the double layer, the first layer we want to use the aluminum metal parts, but we can't find these products in China. It's fortunately there is a company, industry company, we cooperate, but this company regarded us as their research institute. So we tested and we designed them, and they made this the one-to-one as a product. Then on the site. Then at last we fixed. After this project, they regard this is their important products of this company. Then you use it in other projects. So fast. So the basic training student, the most important student is the most important the user in this campus. So when we do this debuilding, we just thinking about how the teaching event and the education event will be here. So like this event is mainly for the freshmen. The first topic is the fresh egg through from the 12 meters high to the ground. The students use the different kind of material to do the installation to hold this fresh egg. The installation could be crashed, but the fresh egg should be survive. So many, with one generation of students, the freshmen, 300. So with how to hold these 300 students in these spaces. So when we renovation design for this space, for the big long balcony, can to hold all the students. We reorganize the spaces as like a theater spaces and the open air. Then, because of here is the center of the performance area for the student works. You will see the students through the fresh egg from the 12 meters high to the ground. We tested. This is the first project for the freshmen. And also in the campus, in the square, we have the students dealing with the human body, how to do the performance, body performance with the square. So this is also the most important event in the basic training. So we should offer the space for them. This is the performance for them to check how the public space, new public is changing as deal with the event. And also in this opposite, the building is the building C. We have the underground exhibition spaces, but this is also very important for our school. This first years, the student will use the same material to make a group work, make a bridge. And this is the real bridge. We will check all the students, the group student will walk through the bridge. And also the professor also will follow the dimension. So how do we so many students, 300 students, all gathering here is not so good. So we offer the student on the ground floor and also the big platform from the building D. They offer the view spaces can run this program. So this is the normal event in our school. Okay, 100 kilogram. This is from the Mongolia students. This is our faculty. Yeah, it's the heaviest guy in the students group and also the faculties. Yeah, and also in the campus, the square, we every year organize the international construction festival. And the former several years, we just used the cardboard to create this the student group work with the pavilion. And the most important, the students should stay inside for one night. It's the first impression of the space. Yeah. So, but every year we totally will. Not only the students from G, our school, also from the whole China, different universities and the team here, and also the internationals from the university from abroad, like the Venice, from the Portugal Milano, Georgia Tech, and the McGill University from Canada. Every year, 500 students gathering these places. So we offer the prefabricated spaces for the student. So this is also the part of the space in our D building. So, and also the basic training, the construction event also happen in these places. I should follow more fast. So deal with this section. This section, you'll find that this is building C. This is underground that's the deck, and with the bridge area and the ground floor. So in the building D, first we extended these spaces, created a very long balcony spaces for the students. Now this space is not only for the view to the building C, and also this space transformed the exhibition spaces for the studio. So deal with this section, we have the different kind of the theater space from here, can view here, and this is the we titled with this Rialto's Bridge in our campus. From here, most of during the design studio, we have the group pictures here. So each pieces are all very important theater space in our deal with this fourth building. You will see where I made a different section from the east to the west. So different sections show the different part of the theater spaces in the open air places. So this is the axometric drawings of this. This is the building D, building C. Yes, and the building A and the building A and the building B. So we have the two campus here, the square, and this space is very important to create the spaces for the teaching event. Then deal with the double layer facade. The first facade is the original one, the concrete one. We remain the structure and remain this brick concrete part, but we did the isolation in it. But deal with the teaching event inside. So we should control the light with the studio room. So we offered this first layer, the metal, the folding metal. But normally we should use the automatic with the electrical folding system. But you know, for the young generation students, it's difficult to keep the quality of the wisdom with the electrical. So we use the very traditional way by hand. So to open and with the hook, very traditional, like it's like Wang Shu did in the Guangzhou, the fine arts school, the teaching building same. So we use this function till now, almost 8 years, still function. So sometimes I will think about maybe not so high tech, with the very traditional way. We also can use it convenient. Yeah. Okay. This is the process of to create the metal or aluminum facade. And this is the different plan, like the ground floor, we mainly for the art studio and the laboratory, model lab, and the second floor is mainly for the media lab and the computer center. So in the middle there is a corridor. There are two sides of the studio room, but we changed it and created 3 big lecture room. Each room can, at the same time, can hold 120 students. So this is very important for the international program. And then we used the original sky window to be the automatic control the light inside the lecture room. So this is the ground floor. We'll see here is the model lab, and also this is the lobby entrance, and we totally opened this entrance. So the main entrance is in the north, but we still created the southern entrance in the south, and we used the transparency glass to not to make it very exactly it's in the north, in the west, or in the south. So this is the second floor, the studio room, each one. Fourth floor, that's the fifth floor. So this is the result in 2010. We just used 3 months finish this construction work. And it's the expo time, and the Shanghai expo time. So in the time, all the construction was stopped by the government. So we just, before the expo time, before that, we immediately just used 1 month to clean all the spaces, to reorganize the new wall and all the old structure. And then in the expo time, we can't use any machine. So very quiet construction. So just used 2 months finished work and opened this building in October. So very fast, but the quality of the construction is also very high. So you see here, there's the staircase outside and offer the big terrace, the balcony facing to the north. And this is a very important balcony. Normally, in original design, we didn't offer this one, but our dean liked it. Say, yes, maybe I should make a speech on this balcony to my students. We say, okay, but what I think it is not for the dean, because this is very good for me. That's the construction festival, because 500 students were gathering on these places. This is a very nice places to check all the works. So, original ideas, we say to the dean, this is for you, this is for you. But in my mind, inside, it's for me. Okay, this is the west side, the facade of this one. This from the entrance view to the building B. This is the 80s, and also the entrance. Yes, this is very nice. And then you see the aluminum. The double layer. It's in this square, always reflecting with the light. In the same time, you will find the volume disappeared, vanished. So this is what I want. Use this material to vanish the volume. And so that's what I say the committee state. The attitude for the architect deal with this project. So you from the other side with the dark view, this long balcony. This user is student, not me. Yeah. So this is from the south. And this is the lobby entrance. It's also our freshman's color composition works. It's also deal with the event of the teaching event. And the corridor and the model lab and the art studio that it has inside. And this is the lobby, and this is our model lab meant for the year 1 and year 2 students. The students have the model construction program. This is the works. Okay, fortunately, when we finished this program, the project, we got a lot of the award. Even just this one project, I got 3 different kind of the award from the chamber, from the central government. I'm really lucky. This is before this project, I'm mainly involved in urban planning. From the 1992, I totally did the master plan for 5 megacity. But it's a really hard work for me. So this is from the central government. Okay, this is for this project. So this is not so big project in China, but with this project, I think architect maybe not always show so powerful, not so only show what you want to present. You have to think about the user. You have to think about the context of it. Sometimes no attitude maybe is the right attitude. So, thank you.